Huh, yes, yes, you have to write. Now, my dear, last lecture I had told you that even number of problems are homework, odd number of problems are classwork. So this seventh is odd. So naturally it is classwork. Yes, I will send the video, mute the microphone. Let us start. Now nobody will speak in between. Now seventh one. If you will tell me that again and again ask, you will send the video. I will not send the video. I will send the video to everybody except you. My dear, I am telling you once, you listen it, no. If I will say that I will send the video, means it is applicable to all the students of A division, B division. Why there should be personal question? It is very much clear, right? Yes. Now seventh question. Madhvi bought 510 kg of apples. Out of these, 17% of the apples were rotten and were thrown away. So those rotten apples were thrown away. What quantity of apples were sold? So Madhvi bought total quantity of apple, that is 510 kg. Out of this 510 kg of apples, 17% of 510 kg were rotten. And since they have become rotten, they were thrown away. So the remaining apple, yes, has the doubt. My dear, I know I will not respond to your question. When we were doing 8.2, that time you should ask. Now we are doing 8.37. You focus on this problem, no? For those kind of things, personal, 8.2, 8.1, WhatsApp number is there. You can bring up and ask me after the period. Whenever we are focusing on particular problem, you think over that. So Madhvi bought 510 kg of apples. So we write total quantities of apple. We write total quantity of apples. Total quantity of apples bought. Total quantities of apple bought is 510 kg. Now out of this 510 kg, 17% of these were rotten. 17% of these were rotten apples. So write down quantity of apples thrown away. Quantity of apples rotten and thrown away. Quantity of apples rotten and thrown away is how much? Tell me. Read the question carefully. See, the best part. Yes, the best part of learning maths is you have to read the question. After reading the question, you have to understand the question. And after understanding, you have to segregate what is given, what is asked. So we are given 510 kg of total quantity of apples. Of this 510 kg of apples, 17% of these were rotten and they were thrown away. So now we find the quantity. We are given the percentage of apple thrown away. From percentage of apple thrown away, we find the quantity of apples thrown away. So that is yes, I am going to write. No, 17% of total quantity, that is 510 kg. 17% of 510 kg. So 17%, what do you mean by 17%? What do you mean by X percent? X upon 100. Yes, so X percent means X upon 100. Yes, this part should not be written. X percent means X upon 100. Then of means multiplication. So 17%, it will be, it is clear from our side, right? 17% means 17 upon 100. Of means multiplication. then 510 kg. You can cancel the zero. Cancel the zeros of numerator and denominator. 1 0 get cancelled, 1 0 get cancelled. Then it is 17 into 51 upon 10. 17 into 51 upon 10. 17 into 51 upon 10. So further it is 17 into 51 upon 10. So it is 17 into 51 upon 10 kg. So multiply 17 to 51, divide by 10. So 51 into 17, side by you have to do the calculation. 17 into 51, 17 ones are 17. You should know the table of 17. 17 ones are 17. 17 fives are 85. 85 plus 1, 86. 867. So that is 867 upon 10. 867 upon 10 kg. Now denominator, Biswajit Das, you have not written your division roll number. Jayashree Bhatti also, you have not written your division roll number. And you are sending me the request to join. Now 816 upon 10. So whenever there is 0 in the denominator, we have to place the decimal in the numerator. But what is the direction of placing the decimal? The direction is from right to left. This is my right side. Right to left, you have to place the decimal. If there is one, no, it is on. Nobody will present. No, nobody will present. Yes. Now it is there. It is clear or not? Yes? Not clear? Wait. It is clear? So now 816 upon 10, there is 1 0. So you have to place the decimal after one digit, but from which direction? Right to left. So we move from right to left and place the decimal after one digit, because there is 1 0 in the denominator. So that is 86.7 kg. Now we place the decimal after one digit because there is 1 0 in the denominator. So quantities of apple rotten and thrown away is 86.7 kg. Quantities of apple rotten and thrown away is 86.7 kg. Quantities of apple rotten and thrown away is 86.7 kg. Is it clear? Is 86.7 kg. So from total quantity we these quantities of apple were rotten and thrown away. So we write quantities of apple. Quantities of apple rotten and thrown away. Rotten and thrown away is 86.7 kg. 86.7 kg. So the balance quantity of apple were sold. So how much quantity of apples were sold? The balance from 510 kg we so write down. My dear, it is very much clear from our side, right? No, my dears, it is continuation of 7th, no. We have to find how much quantity of apples were sold. So the remaining quantities, total 510 kg, we throw away 86.7 kg of apples because those were rotten. So whatever is the remaining, those apples were sold. So write down the quantity of apple sold. No, my dear, you will subtract. No, you will subtract. No, my dear. Wait, no. The quantity of apples sold will be total quantity is 510 kg. Total quantity is 510 kg. From this we subtract, we write minus 86.7 kg. 86.7 kg. 86.7 kg. The rotten apples which were thrown away we subtract from the total quantity, and the remaining quantity of apples were sold. So 510, I can write 510.0. 510.0 because it is 0.7. We want to subtract. So now we subtract 510, we write 510.0. It is 7. This you write. This is 7. So this is 0. Less. So 1 is carried. So this 0, in place of 0 it will be 9, and in place of 0 it will be 10. So 10 minus 7 is 3. 10 minus 7 is 3. Then 9 minus 6 9 minus 6 is 3. Then 1 was carried, so 1 becomes 0. 10 minus 8 is 2. Then 5 will become 4. 4 minus 0 is 4. 423.3. The answer is 423.3 kg. So finally we write the answer. Quantities of apples sold. Quantity of apples sold. Quantities of apples sold is 423.3 kg. So the balance amount of apple, the balance quantity of apples were sold. Total how much quantity of apple were bought? 510 kg. After buying those 510 kg of apples, 86.7 kg of apple became rotten, and they were thrown away. So the yes, my dear, this is the final answer, no? My dear, not after this. After this period I have 9th lecture, 9th standard. So you can send me the WhatsApp, I will send you the solution. Quantity of apples sold. Yes, no problem. You can do it afterwards in the evening. You can do the video call and I will discuss you. So 423.3 kg of apples were sold. From total quantity 510 kg, we subtract the rotten quantities of apple. The balance remaining apples is, now we'll do 9th one. Odd 8. 8 is homework. Yes. Now we will do 9th one. 8 is homework. Because even number of problems are homework, odd number of problems are classwork. Now 9th problem I am writing. 9th. An alloy contains yes, 8 is homework because 8 is an even number. Even number of problems are homework, odd number of problems are classwork. So now you think whether 8 is even or odd. An alloy contains 34% zinc. Yes, I am speaking louder only. My volume is full. Alloy means it is composition of metals. Alloy means it is composition of metals. So an alloy contains 34% zinc and 42% copper and 42% copper. An alloy contains 34% zinc and 42% copper. 42% copper. And the rest is nickel. And the rest is nickel. And the rest means remaining, is nickel. And the rest is nickel. So zinc, copper and is no, because it is a singular, no, nickel. It is a singular metal. It is a nickel is a singular metal. So it will be is. हाँ, my dear. हाँ, अरे wait, first you. Did I ask you? Let me first write the question. Always I am telling you, have patience. हाँ, board is clear. Patience is the key to success. You should never become impatient. I am writing the problem. After writing the problem, I will discuss. That time you should participate in the discussion. Let me first write the problem. Alloy consists of zinc, copper and nickel. So 34% is zinc, 42% is copper and the rest is nickel. Find in grams the quantity of each of the contents. Find in grams the quantity of each. Find in grams the quantity of each of the contents. Each of the contents means metals. Each of the contents in the sample of 2 kg alloy. So total weight of the alloy is 2 kg. Total weight of the alloy is 2 kg. So now let us my dear, we have to wait, no. Are my dear, let me first explain, no. Have patience. Again I am telling you, have patience. Have you read the question? No. You have just written the question, you have saw the question, you have not written the question. You should read the question first. And then while discussion you should participate. I am allowing you to participate in the discussion. So alloy contains, let me draw the diagram. Thing will be clear and then we will solve the problem. Because this type of problems, they are very much important. Again I am telling you, this percentage chapter is very much important chapter in 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, even 15th also. Because in chemistry you will come across alloy. This much percentage of metal is there, this much percentage of metal is there. So from percentage, how to find the quantity, that we are seeing here. So let me draw the diagram first. So you have to also draw. So this is alloy, write on this. You have to draw the diagram. This is alloy. The weight of the alloy is 2 kg. Weight of the alloy is 2 kg. Correct? But we have to find the answer in grams. So this 2 kg we convert into grams. 1 kg is 1000 gram. So 2 kg is 2000 grams. Is it clear? 2 kg is 2000 grams. Now this alloy consists of zinc, then copper, zinc, copper, and nickel. Zinc, copper and nickel consist of three metals. Zinc, copper and nickel. Zinc is 34%. Write down column. Zinc is 34% of total weight. Zinc is 34% of 2 kg, or you can say 2000 gram, because we have to get the answer in gram. So 2 kg is zinc is 34% of 2000 gram. Then copper is 42%. Copper is 42% of this 2000 gram. Then rest is nickel. What do you mean by rest? See here. No, my dear. Yes, out of 100. The total of these three, should be 100%. Total of these three should be 100%. 34% plus 42% plus this should be 100%. That is called rest. So what is rest? Tell me. From 100% you 34 plus 42 is 76. So from 100% you remove 76. That is 24%. Yes. So 24% is nickel. Rest is nickel means 24% is nickel. Rest is nickel means 24% is nickel. Now you have to find the quantity of each metal in grams. So in alloy of 2 kg means 2000 gram. Why we have converted it to gram? Because the answer is asked in gram. So zinc is 34% of 2000 gram. Copper is 42% of 2000 gram. Nickel is 24%. Rest means total percentage of zinc, copper and nickel is 100%. So out of this 100%, 34% is zinc, 42% is copper. So add these two, 76. So from 100 you remove 76, 24. Rest means 24% is nickel. Now find the quantity of each in gram. So now we find quantity of zinc. Yes. Now you tell me what is quantity of zinc. That is wait no, my dear. What is quantity of zinc? Quantity of zinc is 34%. So zinc is 34% of total weight, 2000 gram. Zinc is 34% of 2000 gram. Because the answer is asked in gram. So 34% means, what do you mean by 34%? What do you mean by 34%? 34 upon 100. Off means multiplication. Then 2000 gram. Now you have to cancel the zeros of numerator and denominator. This is there in the numerator. 2 zeros. Now left is 34 into 20. It is clear, right? 34 into 20 gram. 34 into 20 gram. So multiply. So quantity of zinc is yes. Ah, 680 gram. 34 into 20. You have to multiply. So quantity of zinc is 680 gram. 34 into 20. Quantity of zinc is 34 into 20. 34 into 20. 0. 2 4s are 8. 2 3s are 6. 680. So quantity of zinc is 680 gram. So quantity of zinc is 680 gram. So we have found the quantity of zinc in gram, that is 680. Now similarly I will find the quantity of copper. Do it. Quantity of copper. Copper is 42%. My dear, what we are doing? We are finding the quantity from the percentage. We know the percentage of copper, but we don't know the quantity of copper. So from percentage we are, so that is 42%. 42% of total quantity 2000 gram, 42% of 2000 gram. What do you mean by 42%? 42 upon 100. 100. What do you mean by off? Off means multiplication. Then 2000 gram. 2000 gram. You have to cancel the zeros of numerator and numerator. You cannot cancel zeros of numerator and numerator. You can cancel the zeros of numerator with denominator. So this is 2000 in numerator. 2 zeros in denominator. So 42 into 20 gram multiply 0, 2 2s are 4, 2 4s are 8, 840 gram. So quantity of copper in the alloy is 840 gram. So quantity of copper is 840 gram. Quantity of copper is 840 gram. Yes. See, what was the hidden in this question? Hidden was rest. Rest is nickel. What do you mean by rest? Rest means total percentage is 100. So rest means from 100% we subtract 34% and 42%. The rest is 24. That was the hidden in the question. So that we have bring out this 24%. Now 24% is nickel. So I will write quantity of nickel. Quantity of nickel is 24% of 2000 gram. Quantity of nickel. So this type of problem will definitely help you in the physics as well as in the chemistry. Always you remember, always in the science, in physics and chemistry, you are going to come across the percentage. This much percentage of alloy contains copper, this much percentage of zinc contains in the alloy. So this type of problem will definitely help you in the numerical problems of chemistry. Up to 15th, you are going to have this percentage. You are given the quantity in percentage. From percentage, you have to find the quantity in grams or kilograms. So this will help you. Quantity of nickel is 24%. 24% of 2000 gram. So 24% means 24 upon 100. Off means multiplication. So you can cancel the zeros of numerator because total quantity, my dear, total quantity of the alloy is 2000 gram. Correct? Total quantity of the alloy is 2000 gram. That no, my dear. What I have given you, that you have to follow. So 24 into 20 grams. Those homework I will discuss after completion of classwork. No, why you worry? So 24. No. That is over. Then problem is over. So quantity of nickel is 480 grams. Now how you will check whether your answer is correct or not? You add the quantity of copper, zinc and nickel. That should be 2000. So this should not be written. This is just for checking whether your calculation is correct or not. What is quantity of zinc? 680 gram. This should not be written. This I am just asking you to check whether your calculation is correct or not. Quantity of zinc 680. Quantity of copper 840. Then quantity of nickel is 480. You add. No, you should not write. This is just for your checking your answer. Whether it comes 2000 or not. 0, 8, 4, 12 plus 8, 20, 6 plus 8, 14 plus 4, 18 plus 2, 2000. So it comes 2000 gram. Means your calculations are correct. The quantity of zinc, copper and nickel should give you the total weight of the alloy. Should give you the total weight of the alloy. Is it clear? Now we will do, my dear, 11th. Now we will do 11th. We will do 11th. My dear, total weight of alloy is 2000 gram, no? Right. Now 11th one. 10th is even number, so it will be homework. We will do 11th. So what we are doing, see, this type of calculation will definitely help you in the science, physics, chemistry, biology, mathematics. It is always there, but in chemistry you will come across 7th standard, 8th standard, you will come across the problem that there is a alloy bauxite which consists of aluminium and copper, this much percentage copper, this much percentage aluminium, find the weight of the alloy. So from percentage we are finding the quantity. This is the concept. Now let us do 11th one. Let us do 11th one. 11th, 10th is even homework. Ritika is 116 centimeter tall. 116 centimeter tall. Ritika is 116 centimeter tall. Vishu is 4%. Vishu. There are two girls, Ritika and Vishu. Vishu is 4%. Vishu is 4% taller than her. Taller than her. Taller than her. Her means Ritika. Vishu is 4% taller than her. What is Vishu's weight? Sorry, height. What is Vishu's height? What is Vishu's height? No, my dear. Wait. Do not become panic. You read the question first. Read the question. Always the best part of learning maths is read the question, understand the question, then give a thought, and then fourth stage you go for solving that. So read the question. Ritika's height is 116 centimeter. So first we write the data. Ritika's height is 116 centimeter. Correct? Now what is Vishu's height? Vishu is taller than her. Are you getting? Vishu is taller. How much? 4%. 4% taller means 4% more than Ritika. Means Ritika's weight will be there. Ritika's height will be there. But additional 4% of that. Are you getting? Vishu is 4% taller. Means Vishu will have Ritika's height plus 4% of that Ritika's height. Additional 4%, no. Then only we can say she is taller than Ritika. So right, Vishu's height is equal to what is Vishu's height? Tell me. Vishu is taller. Taller means she will have Ritika's height, but 4% additional height also. No, she will have Ritika's height, but 4% additional height. No, 4% additional height. 4% additional height. So that will be Ritika's height. That will be Ritika's height plus additional 4%. 4% of Ritika's height. You will write this part equal to this part. Ritika's height plus 4% of Ritika's height. So what is Ritika's height? Tell me. 116 centimeter plus 4% of 116 centimeter. This additional you have to add to Ritika's height. 4% additional you have to add to Ritika's height. So that is 116 centimeter. 116 centimeter plus 4%. 4% means 4 upon 100 into 116. So simplify this. You can cancel them by 2. You can cancel them by 2. Are you getting? You can cancel them by 4 also. 25 4s are 100. Then 4 2s are 8. 4 9s are 36. Huh. Continue. After this, you have to continue with this. Ritika's height, 4 into 29 upon 25 centimeter. Do it. So that is 116 centimeter plus 4 into 29. Multiply 4 9s are 36. Then 4 2s are 8. 116 upon 25 centimeter. Now divide 116 by 25. Divide 116 by 25. I think it is 11:22. You are having another period after this. We stop here. We will continue with this next part. Bye. Those who are having problem in others, in the evening you can do the WhatsApp call and get it discussed. No, my dear, I have 9th period, after this immediately. And there is a request from student. So naturally I have to leave this class. Bye. We'll continue with this, no problem. Bye. Bye. क्या नया टेक्निक ला के मेरे को देता है?
अच्छा था कि खराब?